is Lenny Solomon live. We are here trying take number 2. I will delete the other stuff, so eventually I'll get around to it. But I wanted to tell you that right now we have 0 watchers because we just got online. I want to see when people start seeing this, write to me and let me know. Can you hear the voice? And can you hear the piano? Because there are only 2 things to hear. The piano and the voice. There are only 2 things here, the piano and the voice. On Lenny Solomon Live, show number 284 from Beit Shemesh, Israel, the Four Corners Project Studio here in Beit Shemesh, Israel. All right, people are starting to come on board. I see them. Write to me on LinkedIn, write to me on Facebook, and write to me on YouTube. Let me know if you're hearing the voice and if you're hearing the sound, the keyboard, because it worked I did a practice run without going live and it seemed to work fine. But now we're only down to, well, the Dallas Stars don't seem to be able to get their own night. We'll have to try again. If we don't get people writing to me. It's 10 to 12 midnight here in Israel. 10 to 5 in New York. 10 to 2 in LA. In Australia, I believe it's 7 hours ahead, so that would be 7:12. They're 10 to 7 in the morning. Yeah, and in England, it's 10 to 10. South Africa, I think it's also 10 to 12. Same time as in Israel. So you guys, let me hear. Let me see a chat. Oh, I don't see a chat. Maybe that's the problem. I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Oh, now I see you guys. I'm seeing stars. JP. Very good. All right, we got a lot of people. Thank you, Alan Feldman. I am the Alan Thicke of the Jewish world. I've been called a lot of things. I've never been called that. You hear the piano, you hear the voice. Kosher Cakery is in the house. She hears the piano and the voice. My sister hears the piano and the voice. It is Dallas Stars night. Very good. All right. As I was telling the guys in my first attempt, that it's hard to do these shows now. I haven't been able to do them because we're in the middle of a war here. And, even though we're in the middle of hello, North Carolina. Even though we're in a ceasefire, it's hard to get up to do these shows. And I said today I gotta do it. So great, we got people writing in from LinkedIn, from YouTube, and from Facebook. That means everything is clicking. We're clicking on all cylinders. Okay, let's start with a song. Here we go. They learned in a dark, frigid cellar, alone, just a small group of men. When in rushed the soldiers and led them all away, pale flame of Torah flickered on that day. So many tears, so much sorrow. The pain has lasted thousands of years. But soon we will stop crying. The cruelty will end. The Melech HaMashiach will descend. Everybody, come on, do it with me. Someday we will all be together. Whoa, someday we'll be sheltered and warm. Never will we have to express any fear. Our scars and our wounds will disappear. Avram and Yitzchak will be there to greet us. Yaakov and his sons will stand by and smile. Oh, Moshe Rabbeinu lead us once again in Yerushalayim, Ezrat Hashem. We learn every day and we daven. We ask Hashem, please bring those old times back. I know that He is listening. He always does, it's true. For I've received the promise, and so have you. That Hashem will lead us out of this galut. It won't be too much longer, I know. And together we will daven. Together we'll all sing. Praise and thank Hashem for everything. Someday we will all be together. Someday we'll be sheltered and warm. Oh, never will we have to express any fear. Our scars and our wounds will disappear. Abraham and Yitzchak will be there to greet us. Yaakov and his sons will stand by and smile. Moshe Rabbeinu will lead us once again in Yerushalayim Be'ezrat Hashem. Someday we will all be together. Written by Dina Storch, made famous by Mordechai Ben David. Re-recorded by Shlock Rock in 2008 on the Osher of Osher CD, track number, I'm going to say track number 9. No, maybe it's track number 8. But all I can tell you is, no, it wasn't track 8, so it would have to be track 11 or 12. But I will tell you, it's such a great song. Oh, that Dina Storch knows how to write, let me tell you. And that's Maishi Storch's mom, by the way. Yeah, and of course, Bracha Storch, too. Anyway, so you guys, a couple of funny things, interesting things. There's been a video going around from Hillcrest High School in Queens. Hillcrest High School used to be a regular high school. My mother taught there for 20 years. Yes, you won't believe this. My mother was the English as a second language teacher in Hillcrest High School. If you see those videos going around, my God, my mother would freak out. Luckily, she doesn't use a phone, a cell phone, that is. So she has not seen them. She doesn't use the computer anymore. We'll see when I go in. I'm going to be in America from December 10th to December 26th. 10th to the 26th. And if you want a show, now's the time. I know it's late, but it's never too late to have a Hanukkah party. Oh, speaking of Hanukkah, so Hanukkah's a week from Thursday night. So that was the first thing I wanted to tell you. First thing I wanted to tell you is Hillcrest High School, that we have a connection to Hillcrest High School. It's really funny. It's not so funny, actually. But the second thing I wanted to tell you is that we are traveling, we, meaning me, Bezrat Hashem, God willing, December 10th to the 26th, I will be in the USA, mostly in the New York area, but you never know. You tell me you want a show in Martha's Vineyard, we'll be in Martha's Vineyard. If you tell me you want a show in Rochester, Minneapolis, we will be in Rochester, Minnesota, rather. If you tell me you want me in Arizona, we could be in Arizona. But of course, you got to pay the fee. What is the fee? Well, we don't have to discuss that. You can email me privately. Let's do a little my menorah. My menorah. My menorah. Nero Ralalu. Anu Malikin. Nisim. Ala Nifaot. Ala Chuot. Ala Milchamot. Sit on Lavotenu. Miami Mahem. בזמן הזה, על ידי כהניך, הקדושים, everybody together. Mama menorah, Mama menorah, Mama menorah, Mama menorah, Mama menorah, Mama menorah. וכל שמונעת, ימי חנוכה, הנרות הללו, קודשים, everybody together. Mama menorah, Mama menorah, Mama menorah, Mama menorah, yeah. Sur Yeshuati, Chana El Shabeach, Tikkun Bet Tefilati, Sham Toda Nizabeach, Et Pachimat Beach, Mitzoram Nabeach, Azek Mor B'Shir, Mizmor, Chanukah Mizbeach, Azek Mor B'Shir, Mizmor, Chanukah Mizbeach. Menorah, menorah, yeah. Yeah, my menorah. So, whether you're from Chickasha, or you're from Tucson, whether you're from North Carolina, you're all watching Lenny Solomon live. Or whether you're from New York, Bayswater, New York, or whether you're from Israel, you're watching Lenny Solomon live, show number 284. As we get closer and closer to show number 300. So, you know, I'm working on, I recorded a new Hebrew song. I'm going to play it for you guys on Thursday night. It's called Lo Yishama. Not Od Yishama, but Lo Yishama. Written by Shimon Salnica. We're going to play it on Thursday night. Also, we're going to be recording a song called Weeping for the Killers. Originally written by my uncle, Gus Solomon, back in the 70s. Back then it was called Weeping for the Muggers. I'm changing the words and we're going to be re-recording it. Great song, by the way. It's a great song. Yeah. Okay, let's do another tune, you guys. promised last show the Gilden family that I would do Born in the USA, making Aliyah today. So let's do it. Got a call from a man today. Was my rabbi, he said, move away to a place where the land is good, land of milk and honey and brotherhood. I was born in the USA, now I'm making Aliyah today. I was born in the USA, now I'm making Aliyah today. I met some guys in a yellow van. I said, fellas, get on over to the Holy Land. Go to shul, you know what to do. Sit inside and try to be a real good Jew. I was born in the USA, now I'm making Aliyah today. I was born in the USA, oh now I'm making Aliyah today. I want to say hello to Judy Hertzfeld coming in from Clifton, New Jersey. She might be in Morristown, actually. Born in the USA, now I'm making Aliyah today. I was born in the USA, now I'm making Aliyah today. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Interesting thing about that Bruce Springsteen song, Born in the USA, making Aliyah today. There are only two chords. It's G, and then there's G over C. That's the whole thing. So I've taught you a song now. Before we take us out and do one last song, let's do a little Torah. This comes from me. So I've been noticing that we have been living through the Parsha. Every week there's something in the Parsha that applies to us. For instance, last week when in Toldot, in Parsha Toldot, 2 weeks ago, Parsha Toldot, where did Yaakov run to? Beit Lavan, the White House, and of course there was a rally there. Esav married Yehudit Bat Be'eri. That was Yehudit Weiss from Be'eri. What about this week? Well, I'm jumping the gun. Esav wants to kill Yaakov, we all know. And what happens is they have a big meeting. And finally, Esav says, Vayomer Esav, Yesh li Rav, I have a lot. Achi, my brother, Yihi lecha asher lach. He says, whatever you have, you can keep. Now, what's interesting about that pasuk, that verse, the word lecha, if you take the gematria, the numerical value, lamed is 30 and chav is 20. That's 50. How many hostages did we get back in the first 4 days, right? We got back 50 hostages. 50 hostages, yihi lecha asher lach. Take them, they're yours. But what about achi yesh li rav? So the beginning of that thing says, my brother, I have a lot. Now Rav, the gematria of Rav is 202, but let's say we divide it 20 and 2. So over the next 2 days, we're going to be getting another 20. So that would be 70. 70 in 6 days, whatever. But so that's my take on this week's Parsha. but it's still early because it's only Tuesday. So with that in mind, remember that any Torah that I give you that I'm making up is just that. I don't put credence that what I'm saying is necessarily 100% true, especially the gematria parts. Gematrias are, you can either believe it or not believe it. But anyway, I do believe God has taken us through these times, ladies and gentlemen. That I do believe. We have to say Baruch Hashem. So let's say it. Baruch Hashem. Bayom u'balayla. Baruch Hashem. Bayom u'balayla. Blessed is God in the daytime. Baruch Hashem. Bayom. Blessed is God in the night. Baruch Hashem. Balayla. Blessed is God when you go to sleep. Baruch Hashem. B'shochvenu. Blessed is God when you rise. You rise. Oh. Blessed is God. Every day He fills our lives with blessing. Blessed is God in the Deo. Baruch Hashem. Oh. Bayom u'balayla. Baruch Hashem. Bayom u'balayla. Baruch Hashem. Bayom u'balayla. Baruch Hashem. Everybody. Bayom u'balayla. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say, may Hashem protect the soldiers, bring them back unharmed. May Hashem send us back all the hostages, unharmed, if possible. And also the bodies of the soldiers that have been taken into Gaza. Yes, it's a rough time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not kidding. I wasn't joking around when I'm telling you it's hard to do a show in the middle of a war, but it is. But we got to keep on going. We got to keep on going now. And I'll tell you all, have a great couple of days. I'll try to be back Thursday night. Hopefully, if I'm in a good enough mood, we will do show number 285 on Thursday night on Lenny Solomon Live. Keep on schlagging, and that's a wrap. Yeah.